how label assignment will be done through your LDP. Very basic things again, okay, but you need to understand it clearly. R1 sending to R2, sending to R3, maybe R4. Yes. So this is our topology. Let us say we are having end-to-end connectivity through the maybe OSPF, and it has 4.4.4. So we need to talk about how label assignment happen and maybe distribution also. Very first thing, when 4.4.4 is reachable for every router, let us pick up on the router 2, okay, and we will be talking everything on the router 2 later on. You can you do understand that this part will be done by each and every router. So router 2 will be having the information of 4.4.4 into its routing table, that is via RIB, okay, through the OSPF, and it will be under your SAF table, maybe we can say FIB, forwarding information based. That information is there, that okay, if you want to reach 4.4.4.4, it is available from R3. You can send R3 is the best, although it is reachable through the R5 also, but whatever the best, it will be giving that information. On the basis of that, now you try to understand, your router will be creating something known as LDP, maybe not FIB, label information based. It will see for all of the network. Let us talk maybe for 4.4.4 network only, that okay, 4.4.4.4 is my network. What is the label that I need to write down? Who is generated that label? Who is the LSR? Okay, label switching router. Who is that? That I need to tell. So I am talking about the network information. What is the label that I am talking about? Who is generating that? That I am talking about. So in the very first case, network is 4.4.4.4, where we are maybe focusing, and the very first label start from 16. As I told you, I am saying label is 16, and who is generating it? Myself. This is local. Okay, perfectly fine. When you generate this label, this is the generation assignment of the label. You need to tell this information to R3. You need to tell this information to R1. You need to tell this information to R5. Even though 4.4.4 is not reachable, it is reachable through the R3 only, but you need to tell that information again to the R3. And such kind of things are known as liberal. So in case of liberal method, the label information will be sent to all of the router, including whatever my uplink is. And this liberal method is useful for the quick failover steps. Let us say if R3 fails, R5 will be come into the picture. So this kind of thing is very useful, and mostly liberal method will be get used by default. Okay. Now I was talking about lib, that is label information based. This is your control plane. This is your control. So I'm talking about control plane thing. Similarly, R5 may be generating a label. Let me just for the simplicity sake, for 5 I am using 25. So 25 R5 is generating 25 and it is sending to R3 and it is sending to R2. So when I am on the R2 and I am checking it, I will be seeing that it is R5. The read would be of R5. Similarly, R3 may be using a label. For 3, I am just using 30 maybe. Here the information will be the read of R3. Similarly, R1 will also generate. Maybe I am just using 21 for R1. There would be the value R1 and the read would be 1. For a single network now, if you see for a single network 444, we have how many labels? We have 4 labels, which should be go into my forwarding table that is known as nothing but LP. This was only lib, that is your all the routes were mentioned with like your routing table. Fib means whatever is the best. Here, whatever the best, that will be coming to the picture. So it will be 4.4.4.4. My local incoming is 16 and my outgoing for this would be 25 because not 25, I'm sorry, R3 is the best. So it should be 30. It will say that my 30 is the best. Who is deciding that? That is decided by your OSPF. Maybe a little bit, complex, but are you guys getting these points? If you have any doubt, please ask me.
So you are saying R3 is the best exit, which has the highest level.
So R3 is the best because of OSPF. If you need to go to the 4.4.4.4, OSPF say go from R2 to R3 and then R4.
Okay, the question.
OSPF is saying that you need to go through it. And since R3 is best, in your LFIP, the label will be assigned whatever is the best, and the best is 30. So it will be 30 on the basis of your IGP. It is taking the decision.
Yeah.
Raj, getting something?
Yeah. Yes.
Any doubt?
Going complex. Yeah. No doubts. No doubts.
Narcis, do you have any doubt? Sorry? No? Okay. So that is how your label assignment will be done on every router. It is individual things that every router will be having different. Now, one of the very important question, that is interview question. Okay. Mostly people will ask those questions. I'm talking about data flow in Mpls. Considering again R1, R2, R3, R4. There is some network 4.4.4.4 behind R4, and we need to talk about that. So when a packet is arrived with the destination 4.4.4.4 on R1, it was IPv4 packet. As I told you, R1 will generate the label in advance for 4.4.4. Let us say into its lib, it has 4.4.4.4. Incoming label it applied maybe 21. outgoing, it is applied with respect to R2, maybe 22. So in that case, this would be your LFIP also, because it does not have the alternate route. The same information will be put it into the LFIP. And this particular label, like 21 is the label, will be shown in the R1 fib. So maybe if I will check show IPsef, I will be having that what is the tag that is imposed on this particular packet. And who is doing this? This is done by your R1. And R1 is the first point of contact where IPv4 traffic was coming, and we are creating a label over here. Since it is the very first thing, it is known as LSR. It is the very first LSR. Okay. And LSR means label switching router. And this is Edge LSR. And since it is putting the label very first time, this operation is known as push. This is known as push operation. When data come to the R2 don't care about 4.4.4. It is checking out that, okay, something is coming for 22 and I need to swap it maybe for 23. It will only swap the labels. It will not touch even the packet. From 22, it will be converted to 23. It will see that, okay, for 22, what is my decision for the label perspective 23. So it is not doing anything except changing the label. Such thing is known as swap. Swapping the label. Now, before going to R3, let me go to the R4. R4 has this connection directly connected. Why label is required? No label is required. So it will say no label for my local, because this is my directly connected. Same information will be go to the R3. So when R3 check that 423, I need to remove label. So it will remove the label one hop earlier, one hop prior, the label is removed. This kind of thing is known as penultimate hop popping, or we can also see the pop of the label is going on.
PHP, yeah.
Very important, you know, interview perspective. Please try to understand again. I am repeating these concepts. What I told is, if you have two routers, R1, R2. The first thing I told about, when you are putting out the command over here, Mpls IP and Mpls IP, they will be start sending the LDP hello messages. These hello messages would be on your UDP port number 646. Post this, your route should be there properly for the loopbacks. If it is not there, your neighborship will not come up. This is your adjacency. For neighborship to be come up, the initialization method will be done, and that initialization method will be followed by your TCP, and TCP again 646 ports. Once this part is done, your TCP handshake is completed. That is your SYN packet, your ACK packet, and your SYN ACK packet. Once that part is done, neighborship is up. In the label assignments, as I told you, from 2 raised to power 20 it can go, out of which 0 and 15 are reserved. So it would be starting with 16. So the first label which will be generated, 16 over here, 16 over here. Labels are locally significant. It can be both sides 16, 16. Do not get confused. Later on, I will be showing you in the lab also. But they will be assigning with some labels. Now, this part, if it is clear, then I am coming on like the further procedures which we need to use, and those are what are the three methods. Very important interview question, very important. So if you have again that topology, let me maybe use again one topology R1, which is connected with your R2, then maybe it is connected with your R3, maybe it is connected with R4, maybe it is connected with R5. R5 has some connection with 8.8.8.8. Internally, we need to run IGP. That is must. We need to have LDP. We need to have SAF enabled. These things, if there is for IGP, we can use OSPF. R1 will be having some kind of label for 8.8.8. Let us say on R1 it is 21, it is 22, it is 23, it is 24. R5 will not create any of the label. It will be null for R5. So whenever any packet will come, this was the IPv4 packet, and on the basis of checking out the destination, because it is my FEC, it will check the destination. My edge LSR will check it. This is my edge LSR. It will check into its field. If you will check into show, maybe if I will say show IPsec, okay, you can see there is a label imposed. What is the label? 21. So when packet is coming, it will be imposed with the label 21, and this function is known as push function. When this packet will go over here, now this is not a packet, this is a label. R2 is aware that if I'm coming with 22, I need to convert from 22 to the 23 and forward it on 23. What we are doing? We are doing nothing, but we are just swapping the label. Similarly, your R3 will seek out that, okay, 23 is there. I need to send on the 24. That's it. That is my job. 23 to 24. Again, what they are doing? They are doing swap. R4 will check now. There is a label which is coming for 24, but my end is null. So I need to remove the label and send the packet as it is. Why to send it with the label? Why I cannot remove it one hop earlier? That function is known as PHP, Plantimate popping, and this function with respect to the push swap is known as pop also. Pop means you are removing the label from the label packet. So these three functions, push, swap, pop, important. What is PHP? That is important. Very favorite interview questions. Okay, interviewer used to ask these information like from you guys. Any question, guys?
No.
Raj, clear? Narcis?
Anything else, please?
Sure. So it means that this is your data flow which will be coming into the Mpls. Now, most probably this is a little bit complex setup. So I would say you just go through these videos again. The last class also was on BGP. We have covered a lot of things. So might probably we would be starting up with the Mpls practically in the next class. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we are good to wrap up for today.
No.
Sir, please.
Yes, Narcis, tell me.
Yes, I want you to, this is not part of the course on the Wireshark. So I want you to show me how to capture a traffic via Wireshark, please.
Okay. Let me stop this capture. Let us suppose we need to capture in between R2 and R3.
Okay.
Go to this line right click, start capture. It will say that, okay, I am capturing in between these two interfaces, press OK. When
Okay.
you press OK, if you have the Wireshark installed, it will show you the traffic, whatever in between these two interfaces. Because currently those are down, there is nothing, so it is not showing anything. But if I will be running on in between R1 and R2, if I will start captures, okay. So if it is not coming, start Wireshark. So
Okay.
if you are starting the Wireshark, you can see all the packets are coming automatically.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question from anyone?
No.